our Royal News Network. Oh, wow, wasn't expecting Camilla to bust out the iconic Girls of Great Britain and Ireland tiara quite yet. What a surprise. And these photos from Chris Jackson. Chris Jackson is a fantastic photographer. King Charles and Queen Camilla attend a reception and dinner in honor of the coronation at Mansion House tonight. And yes, the photos are absolutely stunning. And I see that many of you were mentioning the tiara and we're very excited about a tiara night. So that's why I'm sharing the pictures with you, because my intention is always share whatever you want to see and watch here. And this is the best part. Pre-royal delight. Ha ha ha. I just read a post from a squatty where they wanted the Girls of Great Britain and Ireland tiara to be reserved for Harry's wife or his daughter, because Charles is now the king. Ha ha. Laughing, crying, laughing emoji. I cannot stop laughing, crying emoji. Did they miss the last 4 years? Yes, that's what derangement does to you. You cannot understand reality the way it is. You cannot grasp reality the way it's happening before your very eyes. But by the way, the king gave a speech at Mansion House, and I'm as an exercise in communications, and it's important to know some of his words. I'm not going to read the whole speech here. It's not that long, but you can read it in its entirety at the Royal Family website. But I want to mention a couple of things that he said, just to comment it here. I have often described the United Kingdom as a community of communities, an island nation in which our shared values are the force which holds us together, reminding us that there is far, far more that unites us than divides us. Yet we are living in something of a watershed age. For example, will the coming of artificial intelligence bring it with an era of ever-increasing material plenty and leisure? Or will it fundamentally change and perhaps even consume jobs and other opportunities before capturing and then surpassing our very minds themselves? It's interesting that this was very near the beginning of the speech, and of course it immediately grabbed my attention because you know that I'm passionate about artificial intelligence, and the question that he's asking, that the king is asking, is legit. Is this going to be for good, or is it going to be detrimental for many people? Is this going to construct some kind of divide? Because he's talking that, yes, he's saying that the UK is a community of communities, and he wants to stress, this is something that he stressed a lot, what unites us and more than what divides us. Going forward, he also said this: there's this deep well of stability and tolerance on which our political life and wider national conversation depend, suffused with our sense of fairness and our devotion to the rule of law. We live in an age where, across the demographic spectrum, education and lived experience have schooled us in our rights, what we know we can expect from one another, and how to go about securing it. That's of course is what are your rights? What are your rights to? Well, I always thought that your rights are essentially what you deserve, is what you have worked for yourself. That's my point of view. Of course, maybe it's not reflected here, but he wants to make this distinction between this complement between rights and responsibilities. So he continues, but have we succeeded in equal measure in schooling ourselves and our communities in the importance of our responsibilities towards one another? And I think this is a very important concept. There is an intrinsic responsibility that we have as a community. And the problem is that these platforms like social media, they unite us in many ways, but at the same time separate us and alienate us in many, many ways. Do we pause instinctively and unerringly before speaking or acting to ensure we are affording equal weight to both sides of the balance, to rights and responsibilities? Our society would be a kinder and gentler place for it. That is extremely important. Are we aware of this? And he also he didn't he also mentioned social media and the impact that this current communications and this current discussion happens, and it should happen in the most civilized way possible. And the duty of care we feel for others in sickness or misfortune. We strive to be a compassionate people who, in the best and worst of times, seek instinctively to relieve the suffering of others, those we love, those we like, and most powerfully of all, the stranger we have never met, but to whom we extend our hand and our help. And this is something that we have always needed, and we are in dire need nowadays, because there's so many people that we could help only with just a few, maybe just a few kind words, kind actions. And this is needed, and actively doing it, not just liking and reposting in Twitter or on YouTube. We have to be more proactive. Read speech, I suggest that you read it in its entirety in the Royal Family website. And to keep mention the Royal Family, but in this case, I want to talk about William and Catherine, and why some, these guys who call themselves royal reporters, like, well, Richard Palmer, whose handle is Royal Reporter, tweets like this: Prince William, who like his wife is mostly spending time off with their children this week, spoke via video link on Wednesday to firefighters combating wildfires across Canada. You can see that I selected in blue all that could be taken, erased from this tweet, and the tweet will be much clearer, it will have the same message, and will not have that passive aggressive and not at all. He's mostly spending his time off with their children, Catherine and him. That is, it's the intention. You know that this is not even reading between the lines. This is looking directly at the lines. This is the kind of narrative that these people want to some kind. I don't know what is the point of this. I don't know why. I think I have never been a fan of Richard Palmer. On the contrary, I really don't like the guy. But this is something to point out, that this is a passive-aggressive attack just to set up some kind of narrative about, hey, they are spending time with their children. But it looks like they are doing this. Prince William is doing his duties in spite of that he's spending time with his children, which is absolutely horrendous. But you know how it is. And to close today's video, I want to show you this look of William taking something off Catherine's face that was so cute. I shared that as a short, by the way, here on the channel. You can see it as a short if you want to share it with your friends, my rogues. Oh my God, Doug Boy, I don't know what you want to say with that. I'm going to feature your comment, but I'm not gonna read it aloud. You have always you have a YouTube channel. You have a YouTube channel. You have to be careful. Melita de Moro, Jesus, what do you think more about Princess Diana or the Roman Empire? The Roman Empire. I think about the Roman Empire at least once a week. I'm not going to tell you that every day, but as the meme says, yes, I sometimes think about the Roman Empire. My Royal Rogues, my name is Jesus Enrique Rosas. I'm the Royal Rogue, and until we meet on another video or another live, remember the two most important words: much love and bliss. Take care. I love every single one of you. Bye-bye.